Hey, what's up guys? Today we're looking at the Fujimi Nissan Skyline PGC-10 GT-R 4-door. Now I'll start by showing you your decals. You get the lovely Skyline heart decals and of course the dashboard dials as well, which is quite funky how you apply those. So if you take a look at the instructions, there is a link in the description, guys. Now 6, 7 and 8 are optional decals whether you want to put them on the bonnet or not. And then you've got the PMCS ones and then the JDM plates. So let's see exactly what is in this box then. Said instructions, link as always guys, like I said. Now I will show you your body first. Now this is a very simple kit, but it seems to be moulded quite nicely. Now you've got this in there which of course keeps the rigidity of the body while you're working on it. Cut that out at the last possible minute, and that's my only advice. Now there is of course your front with some quite cool radiator sort of mouldings behind that. Now this kit actually gives you the option of building like a semi-works car with the headlight covers, etc. You've got the Skyline badge there which is moulded in. Very nice really. Panel lines aren't too bad. We'll definitely need to go over them of course. And there is of course your rear bumper. Now mould lines on the top there, it's a little bit, as you can hear, but apart from that they don't, just on the bonnet there as well, they're very faint. But now I can't fault the body really, it's very nice. Curbside of course, you know, it is a Fujimi kit after all, very rarely come with engines. Now while we're on the body, I will show you these wonderful RS Watanabe wheels that have more dish at the back, staggered wheels that literally, bigger at the rear, more dish, ticks all the boxes, thank you very much. Now, I'll stick these huge ones at the back and show you, and of course they look brilliant. Very cool indeed. Now there isn't an awful lot left to show you guys because like I said it is very basic. Your rear seats and then your dashboard. See how there are parts in this which will be on another sprue I believe that allow you to put the decals in from behind, so you could easily get a bit of clear plastic and make them super realistic. There is your center console with gear gaiter and armrest. And then you've got your door cards. Now these actually attach to the inside of the body, which you know is a little bit different. It's the sort of norm for older kits. And then you've got that's either a spoiler or a splitter, either one. But yeah, they go on the inside of the body, which is a bit different to normal, but you do get the added bonus of them being, you know, highly detailed. The window winders, if anybody remembers those. And then you've got there you go, there's the spoiler on that side. And there you have it. Attaches like so, but well, I believe that I will double check. You can just look at the instructions, but you get plenty of sort of, you know, spoilers and whatnot. You can go bumperless if you wanted. Now, this is of course your clear pass. I'm just looking at the name or the letter of the sprue. Now G7, there you go, right. Those ones there are the ones that you use your decals, so you don't have to cut those out. You've got the various different lights, side markings, and then your windows that are missing the side windows, which is a bit of a shame really. But you tend to find a lot of the older kits do have that. They are missing the side windows. Now here's another set of rear seats with some speakers that are coming out as well. They're pretty snazzy. I like those. Now I just guessed that I've quickly looked at the instructions and it looks as if you can sort of, you know, swap and change whichever parts you want to fit really. Some quite cool seats. They're very nice. Fair bit of flash on those. But they do have backings which are nice, very nice. Now these two parts are your battery tray, etc. Now you don't use those, they're from the really old sort of, you know, releases where you could motorise them, but not in this kit, guys. Now various other little sort of body parts, I'll show you these ones first. It is quite nicely moulded, really. Right, the last thing to show you on this side of the sprue are the headlight covers, should you want to use them. Now, two different versions of the front grille. The rear, where the lights go, of course, and you've got the door handles, wipers, etc. Mirrors, which there are no holes on the body for those, guys, so you're probably going to want to drill a hole in the bottom of those and then into the body to get a nice snug fit. You've got the handbrake and then the steering wheel as well. And actually, guys, this is the last Skyline kit I've got to do, I think. No, there's actually one more, but that's part of a series I'm going to do, so keep an eye out for that. That is going to be something different. And the chassis, which is a bit rubbish, really. Missing an awful lot of details on there. But, you know, it is a very old kit in terms of that it was motorised, but there you have it. No sort of wheel wells to speak of at all, really. No, none at all. But nevertheless, you know, you could easily do a nice model of this. Different parts for where you use the rear sort of bar to fit the rear wheels. Rear exhaust. That's probably a mounting point for the chassis. And a few other little bits and pieces, the old retro steering arms. And you do get a roll cage with it, which is quite cool. Very basic suspension again, you know, makes it easy to lower, I guess, but you know, there's no coils on there at all. Or you've got the steering column, I believe, who knows. But there is your other steering wheel as well, should you want to use that. Now, you know, there's a couple of other little tiny bits. You can use these as exhaust tips, should you want to. You do get a small piece of metal mesh, which is a nice touch. Voila. And you do need to cut that, of course, to size. Metal rod for the rear wheels. I don't think there's anything else lurking in there. No, there's a couple of little screws for the front wheels, but you do get some wheel covers, which are quite snazzy, should you want to use those. They're pretty smart, actually. I like those, but yeah. Now, it's quite hard to rate the kit because I know that it's a really old kit that has just been reboxed. You know, it's just a bit of a refresh in terms of boxes. I think the one big letdown is the lack of wheel arches. That's very strange, but you know, I don't think Fujimi are going to release a new chassis for their kit. It would keep the cost down, keeping it as is, and just not using the battery parts, etc. You know, the body's pretty good. The panel lines are deep-ish. There's a few mould lines, but they're quite easily removed in the places that they are. And you do get a selection of what you want to use. So, you know, there's fors and against with the kit. But yeah, I mean, I like the details on the interior door cards as well. They're pretty cool. But yeah, let me know what you think, guys. If you've built one, how do they build? They're quite a simple kit. It shouldn't take too long to build, I wouldn't have thought. But as we all know, it's a bit lethal. Once you add one more detail, you then go crazy and add loads more, and the list goes on, doesn't it? But yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave a comment. And coming up next, we've got the Aoshima SSR Executor CV1 wheels in 19-inch with, of course, the stretch tyres. Recently released and coming very, very soon, guys. See you there. Bye-bye.